welcome to NearCon. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to have such a public. In the next 2 hours, we're going to be having speeches from 4 leader guilds from Near Protocol who are going to be talking about community development and whatnot. And the first one is going to be Alina from 4N Guild, who's going to be talking about guild experience. It's all about sharing. So let's hear what she has to say. Alina, the floor is yours.
Familiar faces. Thank you for having me. So delighted to be here. My name is Alina Tustanovska, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer at INC4, a blockchain development company based in Kyiv, which is in Ukraine. I'll take a brief moment to introduce you to my super cool company that I'm really proud to be part of. At INC4, we're crypto enthusiasts. We've seen the blockchain industry go from the niche technological experiment to the one that has captured the imagination of individuals and organizations all across the globe. If you ask me, what can you develop? I'll confidently say anything because we learn fast and that's why we know things. So what makes INC4 so special to me? We're not just a team, we're a family. We think together, we learn together, we create together, we have fun together, we're strongly connected by common goals and values. So, hi everyone, and let's roll. Our first encounter with the Near Protocol took place back in January. At that time, the INC4 company received an interesting request from the Open Forest Foundation to create the Open Forest Protocol, a blockchain-based open source platform for communal verification, reporting, and financing forestry projects. Man, we were excited. Addressing climate change nowadays is extremely important, and of course we wanted to be part of this cause. So when it came to the choice of technologies, the OFP product team offered to consider using the Near Protocol as the basis blockchain technology for the project. I must say that being profound experts in Ethereum and building most of our development experience on top of it, we've been extremely surprised. I mean, why would a client insist on taking the risk for adopting a new technology that was actually released a few months back with no clear infrastructure and still development of basic functionalities that were a must-have for the OFP to happen? So this is where the debate started. The INC4 team insisted on using Ethereum, a front-burner network with tremendous infrastructure, profound security level and trust index, highlighting the risks of adopting a newly born Near network that had an ambitious plan, a potentially big future, but it was far onward from the point in time where we actually had to take this decision. So we considered it risky. We started a careful research of then existing Near tech inventory, and this is where I need to thank the outstanding Near development team for finding time for numerous calls with us, for sharing insights, for addressing our feedbacks, for answering questions. In the end, Near demonstrated 3 considerable benefits that were essential for the Open Forest Protocol: end-user experience to new-to-crypto individuals, transaction costs, and network speed. Indeed, Near allows users fast onboarding with man-readable account names, easy-to-use interfaces that are familiar from the traditional web, affordable and predictable transaction costs unlike those in Ethereum at peak times, and transactions processing speed due to retarding mechanism. How else could we feel safe with developing a crypto-based protocol for individuals that are new to crypto and have limited social budgets, and make it viral? On top of it all, it turned out that Near is carbon neutral, so we were left with no choice but to dare it, and I am really glad that we did. After 8 months of close interaction with the Near Foundation, we received an invitation to become part of this wonderful community, and this is where the new journey started. So the INC4 Guild, we formed a team and started with an announcement of dedicating 80 hours of free development power per week to help the Near community grow the ecosystem. Once introduced to the community, we've been immediately approached by the Ars Creativa Guild. They shared an idea of popularizing the use of crypto among non-crypto individuals in their everyday life. They told me about the Ars Studios art space with a cozy pizza cafe, and wanted to create a near wallet integrated mobile application for users to be able to buy food and drinks directly for Nears in a few clicks. The main requirements were too simple. The application should be easy to use, and it should allow fast creation of the Near wallet. My team just loved the challenge. We immediately decided to take it up and start on our first Near community project. So after 3 months of work, we now have the beta version of the Android application ready to be used, and the iOS version is the one that's coming next. Since the time the INC4 Guild started active development, we've managed taking up smaller assignments apart from the main application that we dedicated most of our development power to, so that we could deliver something for the community's immediate use, like the AstroDAO landings, like the Near Guild's website, like the updated Near Guild's directory, like the total redesign and usability of the Near Week blog. Since the INC4 Guild's principle is first come, first serve, the quest still was growing because a lot of people with the most brilliant ideas that they wanted to bring to life got in touch with us on a daily basis. And this is where I thought, I want to do more. Like, what can I do for this community? And the answer turned out quite simple: share. In the end of the day, community is all about bringing people together to share ideas, competence, experience, expertise, to support and inspire each other. And this is how I met Mazi and the brilliant Sandcore 2 Guild team from Nairobi. There's so much going on with these guys, they're just unstoppable. I really love the energy and enthusiasm that they're sharing. So they shared an idea of creating a nearby DeFi platform for the modeling industry in Africa. It's called the Principal Payment, and you're all going to have a chance to hear about it just now. The platform's main target is to tackle unfair employment terms and scams in the individual services provision realities, especially in the countries that suffer from poor legal regulation on labor protection. We started getting together, discussing the concept, building flows, mock-ups, putting together the story for the pitch deck, because getting together and sharing ideas definitely helps bringing them to life in the outcome. With this brilliant team, I do believe that this project has all chances to succeed, and the INC4 Guild will do all possible things to make it happen. The same way I met Carl, founder of the Enroll DAO. Carl is really keen on the NFTs, and the reason why he actually approached me was he wanted to see if the INC4 Guild could help him with development of a customized software to support his hardware interactive screen that could display near NFTs and decentralized applications. So during one of our conversations, turned out that Carl is actually a brewer, and he has a beer place in Sardinia. I told him about the Eras Place application that we've been working on that time, and he really loved the idea of doing the same thing for serving custom beer for Nears in his place. So currently it's the INC4 Guild's ongoing project, and we want to deliver it by the end of this year. And I'm really sure that that's going to be like a good start to Carl's numerous Near-based ideas that he has in his mind. But we went further, and follow me. So came up with the concept of creating an intellectual beer pump that could actually pour directly from the keg right upon the Near payment in the application with no human involved. Like, still with me? So that the place could run 24/7 on a self-serve basis for the Near users. And Carl is currently working on a prototype, and I'm pretty sure that we can really witness this happen sometime in the future. I also can't but mention Rando, founder of the Morocco Platform Guild. Rando wants to create a platform to find and bring together the indigenous peoples of Estonia and eventually globalize it. It is highly meaningful to explain the importance of bringing together and giving the exact conditions for the indigenous peoples on their land that they are really feel rooted to upon their ancestors. Like, such networks on the global level make it possible to create alternative economies, commerce, financial and governance systems. It's a huge cause worth dedicating most efforts to. and it's going to be near-based. So during our Guild Council meetings, I've been sharing these stories and the importance of the causes that they cover with friends from fellow guilds. And I was so delighted to find so many offers to help. And that is because we share values. We all want to make this world a better place, a place where we can make difference, grow, learn, be fearless, create bold things, and break limits. Having become part of this wonderful community that keeps on growing and boosting its creativity, I do believe that we're destined to succeed. With joint efforts, we can bring this ecosystem to the moon and on. I'm sure of that. So what I can tell you is that keep on sharing, because we can do great things together. Thank you.